You've just tuned in to Deb's Story Time. I wanted to let you know that we're going to be doing this periodically, and I love reading to children. That's how this kind of came to be. Love kids, and this is our mascot, Lucky. Okay, so boys and girls, I hope that you're finding a comfortable place in your house, and there's maybe pillows or the floor or a couch that you can just kind of curl up, and I'll read you a story. Also, what we're going to read today, it's called Stelluna. It's kind of a common book in some households. The author's name is Janelle Cannon. So if by chance you happen to have Stelluna laying around, you could go get it and read along with me. So why don't I give you a minute? Dun 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 dun. Anyway, or you could have a mom or a dad or a babysitter bring it into you too. But anyway, if not and you don't have the book, I'll read a page and then I'll hold it up for you to see the pictures. And then we'll do this every day or every couple of days, and I'll get different books for you. So some of the books are going to be great. Some of them are going to be super interesting. Some are going to be, who knows. But reading is the most important thing you should do all summer long, all year long, forever long. Okay, forever and ever, you got to read a book. It makes you very smart. Anyway, we'll go ahead and get started with the book Stelluna. It's about a little bat. Okay. All right. Can you see the picture? Do you want me to bring it closer? Back? Okay. In a warm and sultry forest far, far away, there once lived a mother fruit bat and her new baby. Okay? Oh, how Mother Bat loved her soft, tiny baby. I'll name you Stelluna, she crooned. Each night, Mother Bat would carry Stelluna clutched to her breast as she flew out to search for food. I don't know if you can see that, but there is Mother Bat, and she's got little Stelluna underneath her. And they'd go flying around at night, because that's what bats do. They fly at nighttime and they sleep during the day. One night, as Mother Bat followed the heavy scent of ripe fruit, an owl spied her. On silent wings, the powerful bird swooped down upon the bats. Dodging and shrieking, Mother Bat tried to escape, but the owl struck again and again, knocking Stelluna into the air, like this. The little baby bat. Anyway, her baby wings were as limp and useless as wet paper. Down, down she went, faster and faster into the forest below. Yeah. Can you see that? Yeah, that was not good. The dark leafy tangle of branches caught Stelluna as she fell. Whew, she got caught. One twig was small enough for Stelluna's tiny feet. Wrapping her wings about her, she clutched the thin branch, trembling with cold and fear. Mother, Mother, Stelluna squeaked. Where are you? Where are you, Mommy? By daybreak, the baby bat could hold on no longer. Down, down, down she went again. Yeah. Let's see what happened. Flump! Stelluna landed head first in a soft, downy nest. Oh, startling the three baby birds who lived there. Stelluna quickly clambered from the nest and hung out of sight below it. She listened to the babble of the three birds. What was that? Cried Flap. I don't know, but it's hanging by its feet, chirped Flitter. Shh, here comes Mama, hissed Pip. Yeah, Stelluna fell right into that nest. Many, many times that day, Mama Bird flew away, always returning with food for her babies. Stelluna was terribly hungry, but not for the crawly things that Mama Bird brought. Finally, though, the little bat could bear it no longer. She climbed into the nest, closed her eyes, and opened her mouth, like this. Plop! In dropped a big green grasshopper. Stelluna learned to be like the birds. She stayed awake all day and slept at night. She ate bugs, even though they tasted awful to her. Her bat ways were quickly disappearing, except for one thing. Stelluna still liked to sleep hanging by her feet. Okay? Once when Mama was awake, the curious baby birds decided to try it too. Why not? When Mama Bird came home, she saw 8 tiny feet gripping the edge of the nest. Eek! She cried. Get back up here this instant! You're going to fall and break your necks. See, they were all trying to hang like Stelluna. The birds clambered back into the nest, but Mama Bird stopped Stelluna. You are teaching my children to do bad things. I will not let you back into this nest unless you promise to obey all the rules of this house. Stelluna promised. She ate bugs without making faces. She slept in the nest at night, and she didn't hang by her feet. Stelluna behaved as a good bird should, even though she was a bat. All the babies grew quickly. Soon the nest became very crowded. Mama Bird told them it was time to learn to fly. One by one, Pip, Flitter, Flap, and Stelluna jumped from the nest. Their wings worked. I'm just like them, thought Stelluna. I can fly too. Pip, Flitter, and Flap landed gracefully on a branch. Stelluna tried to do the same. How embarrassing. She's trying though. I will fly all day, Stelluna told herself. Then no one will see how clumsy I am. The next day, Pip, Flitter, Flap, and Stelluna went flying far from home. They flew for hours, exercising their new wings. The sun is setting, warned Flitter. We had better go home or we will get lost in the dark, said Flap. But Stelluna had flown far ahead and was nowhere to be seen. The 3 anxious birds went home without her. All alone, Stelluna flew and flew until her wings ached and she dropped into a tree. I promised not to hang by my feet, Stelluna sighed. So she hung by her thumbs and soon fell asleep. She didn't hear the soft sound of wings coming near. Hey, a loud voice said. Why are you hanging upside down? Stellaluna's eyes opened wide. She saw a most peculiar face. I'm not upside down, you are, Stelluna said. Ah, but you are a bat, and bats hang by their feet. You are hanging by your thumbs, so that makes you upside down, the creature said. I'm a bat. I'm hanging by my feet. That makes me right side up. Stelluna was confused. Mama Bird told me I was upside down. She said I was wrong. Wrong for a bird, maybe, but not for a bat. More bats gathered around to see the strange young bat who behaved like a bird. Stelluna told them her story. You ate bugs? Stuttered one. You slept at night? Gasped another. How very strange, they all murmured. Wait! at this child. A bat pushed through the crowd. An owl attacked you, she asked. Sniffling like this, sniffling Stella Luna's fur, she whispered, or sniffing Stella Luna's fur, she whispered, You are Stella Luna. You're my baby. You escaped the owl, cried Stella Luna. You survived? Yes, said Mother Bat as she wrapped her wings around Stella Luna. Come with me and I'll show you where to find the most delicious fruit. You'll never have to eat another bug as long as you live. We eat fruit. But it's nighttime, Stella Luna squeaked. We can't fly in the dark or we will crash into trees. We're bats, said Mother Bat. We can see in darkness. Come with us. Stella Luna was afraid, but she let go of the tree and dropped into the deep blue sky. Stella Luna could see. She felt as though rays of light shone from her eyes. She was able to see everything in her path. Soon the bats found a mango tree, and Stella Luna ate as much of the fruit as she could hold. I'll never eat another bug as long as I live, cheered Stella Luna as she stuffed herself full. I must tell Pip, Flitter, and Flap. The next day, Stella Luna went to visit the birds. Come with me and meet my bat family, said Stella Luna. Okay, let's go, agreed Pip. They hang by their feet, and they fly at night, and they eat the best food in the world, Stella Luna explained to the birds on the way. As the birds flew among the bats, Flap said, I feel upside down here. So the birds hung by their feet. Wait until dark, Stella Luna said excitedly. We will fly at night. When night came, Stella Luna flew away. Pip, Flitter, and Flap leaped from the tree to follow her. I can't see a thing, yelled Pip. Neither can I, howled Flitter. Ah! Shrieked Flap. They're going to crash, gasped Stella Luna. I must rescue them. Stella Luna swooped about, grabbing her friends in the air. She lifted them to the tree, and the birds grasped a branch. Stella Luna hung from the limb above them. We're safe, said Stella Luna. Then she sighed. I wish you could see in the dark, too. We wish you could land on your feet, Flitter replied. Pip and Flap nodded like this. They perched in silence for a long time. How can we be so different and feel so much alike? Mused Flitter. And how can we feel so different and be so much alike? Wondered Pip. I think it's quite a mystery, Flap chirped. I agree, said Stella Luna, but we're friends, and that's a fact. And that's the end. And there's a bunch of different bat notes in this Stella Luna book. Like if you ever wonder about bats, this would be a great book to pick up. I hope that you come back and tune in again to Deb's story time because she's the best reader in the whole entire world, right, Luck? Yes. Love this video and subscribe to it because the more subscribers we get, then it'll be better, and I can read more and more and more books. So I hope it goes over well, and I hope you like me. And Lucky says, hey, come join us again. Bye.